welcome back to Roaming with the Shepherds. So I'm coming to you from a campsite, our first one for 2026, and the weather is lovely. We are in Easter weekend. It's the Thursday before Good Friday, and we decided to take a little bit of a break from packing boxes in our house while we wait for our house sale to go through before we make the big move into full-time van life and come away in our caravan. So we've still got our caravan for now. We are still going to keep it for a little bit before we get the motorhome, and then we're probably still going to keep it a little bit after that. Do you know what? I love this little caravan. I don't think I do want to get rid of it. So, you know, we're just going to keep it in storage when we get the motorhome and see what happens in the future with it. So we are in Anglesey, just outside of Beaumaris, and we are at Kingsbridge Caravan Park. We actually stayed here last Easter, and luckily, because we ended up booking this last minute, we didn't know date-wise what was going to happen with our house move, and when we realised there's going to be quite a few weeks yet, we thought, sod it, let's go away. And so we were really lucky to get the last pitch. So it's a fully serviced pitch. So we're being treated this week. So we have the little hole in the ground for the grey waste to go into. We've got our own water. So I don't have to trawl it down the road in the aqua, which is great. So so we're all Thursday. Now we arrived here yesterday. I had a little bit of work to do today, so I've just finished. That's why my laptop is there behind me. So just finished some virtual sessions with some of my clients. Mark has walked into Beaumaris with Hugo, and I'm about to join him because I think it's about 2:45, something like that. Like I said, sun shining, really warm. So I'm going to go and join him in Beaumaris and just spend a few hours there before we get back to the caravan. So I'll do a little bit of vlogging while we're here and probably show you around the campsite at some point. And we haven't really got any kind of plans cemented in around where we're going to go yet. We know this area very well. We've come here quite a few times. So we'll probably head off to some beaches and have a few drives out and things like that. It's probably going to be very busy because it is Easter weekend. Beaumaris have got a fun fair on, so I'll do a little bit of videoing of what's going on at the fun fair as much as I can without filming any children and things like that. So join us in this vlog when we spend a few nights in Beaumaris. We're due to go home. We do this every time. We were due to go home on Monday, so that's what we booked it till. And then when we get here, we're like, actually, do we need to be back on Monday? So this morning we booked an extra night, so we actually go back on Tuesday. Now I haven't got any work booked until Thursday, but we could probably do with getting home and having a full day Wednesday where we've not got any work on, and we can just make some more headway with the house. I think we're making a bit of headway with Mark's nemesis, which was the loft. He spent quite a bit of time sorting things out in there. We've been selling things on Marketplace and Vinted, so there are gradually a few things that are going out of the house. But I think at the moment we're looking like we probably will complete maybe mid to end of May. And we're just chomping at the bit to get out on the road and start our new life. But we do still have a lot to do in the house to clear everything out and sort it all. So biding ourselves a couple of weeks isn't going to hurt, and then we'll be able to start making a decision on choosing a motorhome because we've still got that to do. But obviously we're buying the motorhome with some of the proceeds from the house. So that's all exciting, all new things to come, which is great. My business Inspired Learning turned one. What am I talking about? My business, Inspired Learning, turned 8 yesterday, which is just crazy to think that I have been running this business for 8 years. I don't know where the time has gone. So yeah, a little bit of celebration weekend really as well, just thinking about being a business owner, keeping it running for 8 years. So that's it. Always, this weekend always feels like a new beginning, whether it's Easter or not, because it's springtime, end of financial year, going into year 9 with the business, which is crazy, and it's going to look a little bit different going forward with our new way of living. So yeah, all exciting things to come, but for now, just really happy to be away on our first trip of the year, and that the weather is better than what it was forecasted, so fingers crossed it stays like this for anybody that is out and about over the Easter weekend. But I will catch you later whilst I'm showing you around a little bit of Beaumaris as I head there. So here's the Beaumaris Castle. I have parked up not far from there, just down a road there for a couple of hours. I think it was £3. You can actually overnight park on that car park for £10. The spaces aren't huge though, so if you've got a big motorhome or a big van, probably not the best. But yes, there's the castle, but I'm not going to any of that. I'm going to the pub across the road. This we found is our favourite pub in Beaumaris. Had a refurbishment, I think maybe not last year, the year before. So this is where Mark and Hugo are, and this is where I'm heading now. So it's Good Friday today, and it's a little bit of an emotional day because I'm just getting my shoes on, and I am going to go and meet somebody who is buying my wedding dress. If you didn't know, Mark and I got married in 2023. We eloped to the Isle of Skye, and in our pursuit to sell pretty much everything we own before we do full-time van life, my wedding dress is one of those things. And yeah, just feeling a little bit emotional, and I haven't felt that up until these last couple of days, knowing that I'm meeting the person. Perfect, because she lives in Holyhead, and we're in Beaumaris, so I'm going to go meet her and hand over the dress. So yeah, a little bit upset about handing it over, but do you know what, it's one of those things, and that's what we're trying to do, is get rid of material items that, you know, yeah, we have got some that we are, you know, some things that we're keeping, but that dress, I'm never going to wear it again. It's just going to stay in the box. You know, I don't have a daughter who I'm going to hand it down to or anything like that, so it just feels like it's a waste, and it's such a beautiful dress. And actually what I just need to remind myself of is that I'm handing it over to somebody else who is going to have their special day wearing it, so you know, it's going to good use, whereas it would just be in a box forever, and what am I going to do with it? And it's a very big box as well. So yeah, it's, you know, I've just need to remind myself that it's part of what we're doing here, is that we get attached to material things in life, material objects, and if we're not going to use them, or they're just going to be in a box where I'm not going to see it, no one else is going to see it, you know, it's not like I'm going to put it in a big glass cabinet and put it on show anywhere. So it just makes sense to allow somebody else to enjoy it. So yeah, just pop my shoes on, so I'm getting in the car and I'm going to go and meet her to hand it over. As we arrive at Parys Mountain, it honestly feels like we've stepped onto another planet. The colours here are just incredible. Deep reds, burnt oranges, purples, all created by the minerals in the rock. It's hard to believe this is actually North Wales. This landscape has been shaped by centuries of copper mining, In fact, Parys Mountain was once one of the most important copper mining sites in the world, especially during the 18th century when it played a huge role in the Industrial Revolution. There's a story here about how the copper was discovered in 1968. Now, a man called Roland Pugh found copper on the mountain while he was looking for stones, and as a reward he was granted a house and land for life, which was quite something at the time, and that discovery completely transformed this area into a major mining hub. At its peak, thousands of people worked here, and the copper from this mountain was shipped all over the world. It's incredible to think how busy and industrial this now quiet, almost eerie landscape once was. We started to head over to the old windmill, which dates back to 1878. It was used to pump water out of the deep mine shafts below because, as you can imagine, flooding was a constant problem in mines like these. Now, this structure is known as the Pearl Engine House windmill, and it would have been a vital part of keeping the mine operational. Standing here now, it's hard to imagine the noise, the machinery and the people who once worked all around this area. The mine itself goes incredibly deep beneath our feet, with a network of tunnels stretching for miles. Over time, the minerals left behind have created these striking colours which we can see today, which is why it looks so unusual, almost like a Martian landscape. And from up here, the views are amazing. You can see for miles across Anglesey. It's such a contrast, this wild, colourful terrain right beneath us, and then the calm countryside stretching out in every direction. There's also a bench here dedicated to Alan Kelly, a local man remembered by family and friends. It's a really peaceful spot to sit and take everything in, a nice moment of reflection in such a unique place. We're now heading over to the Pearl Engine House itself, and inside you can really get a sense of the history, imagining the machinery that once powered this place and the people who worked here day in, day out. It's a small space, but it holds a lot of stories. One thing you might notice up here is all the lichen that's growing on the rocks and on the ground. There's actually a sign of really clean, unpolluted air, which feels quite ironic given the industrial history of this place. So all in all, it's such a fascinating mix of history, nature and raw beauty. Definitely one of the most unique places we've visited. And this was the moment Storm Dave decided to make an appearance. We decided to live a little and leave the awning up and see how it fared. So I recorded a 9-second video, it's going to come up any second, of the awning blowing in the wind, and I uploaded it as an Instagram reel. Here it is. Here's the 9 seconds. Now this 9-second reel went crazy. People loved it. It went viral. Look at the figures. 335,000 views, and there were so many likes, reposts. I could not believe it. We doubled our followers overnight. Here's me hunkering down and waited till the morning. And the awning survived. Woohoo! survived the night. It survived Storm Dave. Can't believe it. The noise it was making in that wind, I cannot believe it's still up. But we've woken up this morning and the sun's shining. Someone in a tent over there, they survived. All good. So as we had nothing in for our Easter Sunday dinner, we decided to drive out to this place that I am not in 1,000,000 years going to try and pronounce, and if you can, you're definitely a better person than me. We found this lovely farm shop called Houghton's that had lots of fresh fruit and veg. I was amazed by the size of those onions, and we found exactly what we needed to go back to the caravan and cook a nice Sunday dinner. After, of course, we went to Rhosneigr and went on the beach there. The wind was absolutely perfect for these guys. There was loads of people there, and really just enjoying catching the tail end of Storm Dave when it wasn't dangerously bad, but still lingering around like a bad smell on Easter Sunday. But it was so nice to just stand on the beach and watch these blowing about in the wind. So we're back at the caravan and we went to Houghton's farm shop. We've bought lamb shoulder, Yorkshire puds, roast potatoes, broccoli, and we're going to do the lamb in the air fryer. So let's see how it goes. But yes, I am looking forward to my Easter Sunday dinner. It's Easter Monday today and the sun's shining, the wind's dropped, so we are walking from the campsite into Beaumaris. I think there's a little bit of a market going on, so I'll take you with us. What a gorgeous tree, love that. You go. over here.
Oh, sorry, can I have a...
Hello. Hello. Hello then. What are you doing? Hey? Enjoying the sun? Hello. And that is it. Our time at Kingsbridge Caravan Park for now is done. The caravan is packed up. We are ready to go. I'm just taking Hugo for his last little walk, and then we're going to head off back home. It always feels sad on the last day when we're packing up. However, it feels a bit different this time because we know that we are going back home to carry on packing and getting ready for our new van life adventure. So kind of mixed emotions because we've still got so much to do, but we just know that this lifestyle is going to be kind of forever. It's not about going home at the end of it, so that's very, very exciting. So for now, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope everybody else out there who was camping this weekend survived, and your awning survived the Storm Dave. But for now, I will love you and leave you, and just remember, do all the things that you know what to do. Like and subscribe. Bear with while the car's just going past. It was so peaceful when I started recording. So yes, we would much appreciate it if you give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a comment below, and I'll make sure I reply to any comments that come through, as we are a channel that is growing. Any subscribes, likes, comments is much appreciated. But for now, I will see you very soon. Bye.